Compton Ricc Roc TV. Let's get to the content.
All right, let's get to it. This is the last video for me of the day, man. Happy Juneteenth. I'm about to go out and have me something to eat. But before we do that, man, I want to break down something on this video right here. Because like I say, man, a lot of people look at this stuff on here and they really want you to go do something crazy, right? And I get it. I understand because we talk crazy on here. All of us do it. And I don't think nobody gonna stop you. It's gonna happen. It's gonna continue to happen, whether you like it or not. Everybody wants to be entertained. So it's not gonna stop. But on this video right here, this will be my last video pertaining this. But I want to break down something before I even get into all this. This last incident that happened really was an eye-opener, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because when you on the internet and you going at it with people on here, it could happen just like this. It could get real fast. Since I've been on here, I've been having a good time on here, whether trolling, having fun, and things like that. But this was one of those decisions that you got to make, especially when you do reaction videos on other guys who make the same mistake. And we done seen plenty of people lose on here. I didn't cover unalived. I didn't cover the cameras. I didn't cover the text messages. I didn't cover the phone calls. I didn't cover people getting on the internet announcing they moves. So I understand. I don't care what people talking about. I understand. I know how to move. I didn't get to be this age being no fool. You know, I didn't get this age being no fool, not knowing how to move. That's why when I cover this street stuff, I think I cover it pretty good. Right. So I did a video the other day and it was pertaining to Spoety face, and I guess I stumbled across a video about a DP. But before that, I was on No Jumper and it was brought up. And I was wondering, man, how do Adam know about a DP and so vividly about this back on Fig situation? So when I covered the content, even though I had videos against this man and he had videos against me, I still covered it down the middle. I didn't want to take no sides and use an opportunity to really just mash him out. Because I got the audience, I do the views, and I know that you could persuade people easily on this internet, especially people with a nice size following. You could really smut them out and really make them look bad on here. And a lot of people do that. They do that. I get down sometimes and have fun with it. But I ain't going to put no lie on nobody, but I get on here and have fun. But when I be hearing certain things, I be saying, man, this ain't for the internet. Why is this on the internet? Why is they even talking about this, what goes on or should stay in their hoods on here? And I'm not the one that going to get on here. Like, I don't talk about nobody I know that's for my community. If something was to happen, get on here and expose them. I'm not going to do that. I don't think nobody should do that. I don't think that's cool, exposing your homeboys. And, you know, that just ain't cool. But sometimes they could twist these stories on here. I seen somebody do something the other day and created a whole narrative. I just looked at it and said, hey, man, get your money, man, because that's what you're doing. But it'd be some video clippings on here with somebody to make something up, and then the reaction dudes to do something to the reaction. It'd be some other stuff. They'd make it seem like this. They'd clip it. They'd cut it. And you'll be thinking it's this way. Now, with this Spoety face incident, like I say, this will be my last video unless he do something that's going to go viral that I can't resist, because I always got my eyes to the YouTube streets. We're going to check out this video and get to the part right here that I found interesting. Lets me know that the dude has grown. I think when he was going back and forth with me on this internet, he came to realize that, wait a minute, man, Ricc Roc is a little bit, he's a little sharp. He ain't one of these dudes that's quick to make a move, or he's not one of those dudes that's, you know, he get it. He gets it. He understands. And I can see growth in this video, right? Let's go over and check it out, man, and see what he's talking about. Let's go. This is my last video on Spoety. I would not be putting no more videos out going against him, man. Let's go.
A lot of these dudes, they doing 100 views, you know, got 1,000 subscribers. They only got 1,000 subscribers, been doing it 4 or 5 years, 6 years, even to 100,000 subscribers, only doing 1,000 views. Like, that's why I don't respond. And not only that, a lot of these guys I know in real life, you know, they struggling in real life, you know what I mean? So it's like, why I'm going to respond or reply to somebody who don't even have a core. Like, who don't even have a core. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, if you know, I'm gonna entertain it today. I'm gonna lay it to rest today. But after this, I promise you, I'm not gonna respond to it or nothing. I'm just giving my good subs. I'm giving the people that mess with me. I'm giving the people that want to hear for Spoety Face and really root for me. I'm giving y'all closure. I'm giving y'all which I will, because I don't care. It's like, how can I argue or go back with a fourth with another grown man that you don't even got a car, bro? Niggas don't even be having houses. Like, I'm never about to go back and forth or argue with somebody that's living in a shelter, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? People see me. I've been out of jail 7 months. AMG Benz truck. They ain't never, you know what I'm saying? They wonder how, why I'm in a position that they want to be in, bro. So I'm not going back and forth with nobody. Clearly you see it. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my community, man.
I don't know who he's talking about on that, but I could imagine all the videos that we've been covering about him getting into it with his section. I don't want to speak on that anymore because I don't know too much other than what I've seen on here, and I covered videos on that already the best way that I could. So when you listen to a video like this, it's basically a person that's, you know, that feel like maybe somebody that's on the internet, because he said something about 1,000 views, people who've been here longer than he have might feel some type of way because he's came to the internet with a presence and took over. He's doing good on here. Who he's talking about, I don't know. I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not going to put a name on it. That's up to him. But let's go ahead and continue with this video, and then we're going to get up out of here and get us some of that barbecue.
Yeah, like, I love my community. You get what I'm saying? And shout out to my real people. You know what I'm saying? All my real ones in my community that want to see me win. Like, the narrative is trying to be painted online that his community don't mess with him. They don't stand behind him. I'm fine with that as well. My real ones know they stand behind me. You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't want to see a person who did it right the whole time win? Like, that's when you got to start judging. You know what I'm saying? You got to start looking at people and judging other people's characters. Like, he did it the whole way, never stitched, never folded, never turned down, nothing, bro. Did it right the whole way. No name ain't on no paperwork or nothing. You don't want to see me win? And I'm gonna say this right here. I know it's been controversial lately, and we've been going back and forth for the last couple of weeks, but shout out to Compton Ricc Roc. Shout out to Compton Ricc Roc. And I'm going to say it right now. I don't care what he said about me in the past or maybe in the future, but I'm going to give him his flowers right now. Again, shout out to Compton Ricc Roc. Because somebody sent me what you said, homie. And as a man, I'm going to get on here and admit that I felt every last word that you said. And I take my hat off to you, and I give your flowers right now, because as a black man, I know we go back and forth with each other on content. We go back and forth with each other on content, but to me, it's just content. I don't have a true issue with Compton Ricc Roc. But what I will say is, as a black man and a person in your position, you could have easily, I mean, you shot your little shots, but you could have easily.
Goddamn right, I shot my shot. All right, let's get back to it. He being serious. Let me stop playing. Let's get back to see what the man talking about.
Use that and just try to run off and take off with the narrative and try to pile on like everybody else that don't even know what was going on. But instead, you use that opportunity to shed light on what more brothers and sisters need to be doing. What a real man looks like. What a real homies look like. What a real black person is supposed to be rooting for. So that for that reason, I take my hat off to you. I take my hat off to you because you had a lot of game in that segment. And I asked y'all to go, if y'all don't know what Compton Ricc Roc said, shout out to Compton Ricc Roc. Go follow his page, go like and comment, subscribe over there. And look up what he had to say about the situation. And I guess as far as people in my community not feeling me going on back on Fig or whatever the case is, you know, but shout out to that brother for doing that. And me personally, I ain't got nothing else bad to say about Compton Ricc Roc. I mean, it was all content with me in the first place, but I ain't got nothing else to say about him. I mean, if he want to continue to shoot, we gonna shoot. But as far, I'm gonna run my content now. I'm gonna run my content. But as far as me just even engaging with any buffoonery with Compton Ricc Roc, that's over. Cause shout out to him. I found some new respect for Compton Ricc Roc, man. So yeah, even though, you know, we've been shooting shots at each other, man. Shout out to him. But yeah, back to the lecture at hand.
All right, so this is where we gonna stop at. So a lot of people wonder why is he saying this? Because like I said, when I did the video, I just like I try to cover stuff down the middle. Like I don't take an opportunity to just go at somebody just because a situation happened. You know, you got the internet stuff and then you got the street stuff. And what happened on the streets, you know, we had a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Me, him, and two other homies on the phone. And, you know, that's not for here. So a lot of people want to know what's going on. That ain't for y'all. What's for y'all is what's right here. Don't got to prove and tell y'all what happened all the time and what took place, what happened. Now, y'all don't need to know all that. Y'all just need to know what's in front of y'all on this screen. I had people calling me for my community, talking about, man, we heard that was a skit. Man, nigga, we don't play like that. Nigga, ain't no skits, nigga. And whoever said that, nigga, y'all should have cracked him in his mouth, nigga, for even saying that. But anyway, I look at it like this, man. I don't think that your homies, if they got an issue in y'all community, should ever hit this internet. Furthermore, if you got somebody in your hood that's trying to grow higher and do better than what you done seen homies in your hood do in the past, a lot of dudes that lost their life to the prison system. You know, it's a lot of young homies in the hood who don't even know the real. You got older homies in all these hoods who won't even, some of them encourage it. Some of them encourage the BS, like, man, to keep it going on when they could stop it. A lot of older dudes in the hood, regardless of what y'all say on this internet, some of them dudes could stop it. Tell the young homies, hey, look, that's a wrap. We finna go over there and holler at they homies, and we're gonna put this to cease. Even the U.S. military know when to pull out of war. See, a real general, let me tell you about a real general. A real general knows when it's time to leave. The one that works with pride be the one who get the whole army took out the game. The whole army. Instead he said, man, we done lost too many men. Let's go back, regroup. This is we raised a white flag. That don't make you look weak. That's smart. That's strategic. And a lot of people don't understand that. That's why in the streets, you got a lot of dudes it's too many. I didn't realize it until I got older. As I got older, I'm like, man, dudes in the hoods, man, these hoods is emotional, homie. And you could tell soon something happened, dudes be ready to, because that's what we used to on site. Soon as it happened, let's go back. No, that's how you get caught up. How do I know? Because I sit on the yards with a lot of people. I didn't sit on the yard with almost everybody big homie. And I remember one time, I'll never forget this, man. I probably was I think I was like 22. No, I was younger than that. I was like 21. And I was sitting on the bleachers with the homie. A lot of people had one in for that first unlock. It was nighttime. I was, you know, a lot of people like to go in and get their shower before they lay down. Some stay out there all night. Then they're going there and just take a bird bath, right? For y'all that know, y'all know what I'm talking about. And I remember one of the homies, man, he was telling me, he was like, man, you lucky, man. You lucky you got a date. You lucky you get to go home. You ain't got no kids. You can start you a family. And he started, like, tears started coming out his eyes. He was like, cuz I'm stuck here for the rest of my life. I ain't going home, man. I ain't gonna never see the streets, man. So when you get back out, man, do what you got to do for you and your family, homie, because it's a lot of us that's not never going home. He like, you're a real good young homie. You know what I'm saying? He said, you don't want to be in here for the rest of your life like me, man. He like, man, I ain't got no chance. Now, since then, I've seen a lot of lifers come home since then. A lot of people who thought they was never coming home. You know, it's a lot of people that I be seeing on this internet be talking about 50 yards and all this. Some of them people don't care what y'all talking about. They trying to come home back to their family. You got some people up in there who don't got get back and they stuck. They never coming home. So they want everybody in there, you know, to be in there with them, you know. And a lot of them dudes, they got to go to these programs to even get back home. But anyway, with this situation right here, you can best believe that it was a tough decision that I made. It was a tough decision that I made because at the end of the day, I don't have a personal problem. If it's a personal problem, that's different. I can't see me going to jail. And then when they, what you in here for? Man, I got into a nigga on the internet. Oh, the internet? He didn't do nothing to your family? Nah. He didn't pop no shots at you? Nah. He didn't break in your house? He didn't do nothing to your kids? Nah. Then what happened? Man, we was on the internet arguing and dude went, he did, oh man, now that's crazy. You know, it's more than one way to do this. You know what I'm saying? More than one way to do this. And we was going to do it, like I told him, that we could do this without even, that's easy stuff. We ain't got to do that. Nah. We just seen a situation with DC Baby Draco and the young lady where they out there get into an altercation. They both thinking that she think he called the police. He thinks she called the police, but somebody else called the police because it's a commotion going outside. That's all. I kept on trying to get these, what you call it, numb nuts to understand. You might think it's all good, but somebody gon' nah. So I'm a little sharper than a lot of dudes that's on here. But anyway, man, this is my last video on this cat, man. Unless he makes something that's real viral, I'm jumping on it. I don't care what they talking about. We're gonna get on it. But anyway, man, shout out to Spoety Face, man. Y'all go over there and subscribe to his channel. I think he figured it out. I think he finally figured it out. When y'all watch the rest of the video, at some point your brain unlocks. Once it unlocks, it's over with, man. You're going to go up from there. Y'all go over there and subscribe to his channel. Let me take y'all over there, man. This is Spoety Justice, man. He had another page that was popping. Hopefully he get that back, man. Hopefully he get that back. On his last video, he said I did it. Man, I ain't had nothing to do with that. We was making too much paper off that, man. It slowed down since that happened. I'm here to hustle, man. That's it. But anyway, man, it's Compton Ricc Roc. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. Y'all go over to watch the rest of that video. He got a good message up in there. And I catch all of y'all on the next one.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Ricc Roc TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.